What up, ho biscuits? I'm just here sniffing a candle, drinking some Dr. Pepper, getting my mind right for the weekly Twitter advice. This is part 2. This is where we see what Twitter has to say about these questions. I'm gonna tell you now, it's gonna be some mess. Some of these questions were messy as fuck. Some of these questions were dumb as fuck. And we're just gonna see what happens. Not sure if you can tell, but I'm embracing the head wrap and natural glow look. I've really been feeling like deeply exhausted, like in my soul and in my spirit. I really just feel a need to like recharge and reconnect with like myself. That sounds so stupid and like kitschy and whatever, but that's kind of how I've been feeling. And so because of that, I've just been trying to do things to like embrace myself and also just make things a little bit easier on myself. So like lately I've been doing like a lot of no makeup days. So like unless like I'm working at night at my job, you know, where I feel like I need to kind of dress up and like glam up a little bit, or I've been shooting my makeup Mondays. But yeah, unless I've been doing that, I've been kind of going with like light / no makeup. You know, I've been wearing my natural hair a lot lately. I found these handy dandy, I've been seeing people wear head wraps. And so then like I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that. And then so I finally did it and I was like, holy shit, this makes my life so much easier. I don't have to do anything with my hair because it's all tucked in here and it still looks cool because this shit is like a cool pattern, or it could be like a neutral pattern. I can just like wear dope ass jewelry. Like fuck yeah. So that's kind of what I've been doing. What do you do for self-care? Like what do you do when you're feeling like soul tired? You know what I mean? Tell me down in the comments below, kind of let me know what you do. And we're gonna go ahead and get started with this Twitter mess, and we're gonna start with question. I want to see if I can. Question 1. So this is the one with the dude who has 3 kids and 2 baby mamas, and he's living in his mama's house, and his mama's like, back the fuck up, boy, I need some space. Let's see what Twitter had to say. You already know. You already know Twitter ain't have nothing nice to say to this man. All right. This letter just went completely left. You sound incredibly selfish and lack the self-awareness of how your mother must be feeling about the fact that you have 2 women who aren't your wife and 3 kids. Wait, living in her house. Wait, are the baby mamas living there too? I thought it was just him and the kids in her house. But does he have the baby mamas there too? That's so awkward. This nigga has a whole ass tribe in the bottom of her house. What the fuck? You can't do that to nobody. Your mom is a saint if that is the case. I mean, she's a saint regardless. He said his advice is to get out. Damn. Twitter didn't even have a lot to say about this. Oh wait, yes he did. There we go. This says, who is in the basement? Who's paying rent? And this says, you know, ain't no. Ooh, you better be paying rent to your mama, boy. You got all those people in her house? What? I didn't even think about the fact that he might not be paying rent. Look at Trey Melvin being himself. His amazing self. 3 kids, 2 baby mamas, plenty of room to stay in the basement. Nigga, what? Okay, this one says, grab an apartment guide and get to it. You gotta man up, leave mom alone, and take responsibility for housing and providing for your family. That's what I was saying in the other question. It is your job to provide for your family. Your baby mamas can contribute, your mama can help, but in the end, it's on you to make sure that you take care of yours. And right now, your mama's got it all on her, and she don't like that shit. And she doesn't have to like that shit. That's wrong. What you doing to your mama is wrong. The fucking Pikachu meme. There's plenty of room for us in the basement. What? I love that Pikachu meme. Advice? What is this man doing raising a whole neighborhood in his mother's house and has not any inkling why mom is... That's what I'm saying though. You know why your mama don't like you. You know why your mama don't want to spend no time with you. Like, get it together, homie. Let's go ahead and move on to question 2. this is the girl whose boyfriend doesn't think she's pretty and was laughing about it, which I personally think is the more fucked up part of it. All right, so this says, so basically you just found out you're your boyfriend's mule. He sounds as if he likes what you can do for him and not exactly who you are. Take that heartbreak and move on to someone who will love the totality of you. Good luck. I feel like that is genuine, and I feel like that is good advice. I feel like that's good advice. All right, so everyone's saying leave him. Everyone's saying that he's using her. I don't know if that's necessarily true. It definitely seems plausible that he could be using her for like, because she has her shit together and he likes that, even if he doesn't like anything else. But this person says, it's a fact that some people don't go on the looks of their significant other. I've had my own share of men who weren't handsome, but they compensated in everything else I was looking for. Some of us are only cute to our moms, and that's okay. Once you believe you're cute, that's what matters. And then this person responding said, even if he didn't think she was cute, was with her for her, there's no reason he should have laughed with his aunt like that. That is what I agree with. You can love someone like and be completely unaware of slash like you don't care how they look, but the fucked up part is that he was laughing about it, and that's what makes me feel uneasy about it, and that's what makes me feel like she doesn't need to be in this relationship. Not necessarily that he doesn't think she's cute, because I feel like that's okay. I feel like that's okay. I also feel like what she's not taking into account is that they've only been together for a few months. Like, girl, you can just go. You don't have enough time invested in this for it to be really a bother. You know what I mean? Like, to be like a huge thing to just leave. Just leave his ass. Tell him he got a little dick and go. Fuck that dude. So this girl says, love and attraction is more than just looks. If he loves you and treats you well, then... But to be fair, homie never mentioned anything about love. He says she cooks and she got a car. I feel like both views are valid. I feel like it's valid to say like he is probably just using her for what she can do for him. But I feel like it's also valid to just be like, he doesn't have to think you're cute if he treats you well and like he loves you and stuff. But we don't know. I feel like we don't know enough about this relationship to really say much either way. This one says, cut him off. Don't call me, don't text me, don't contact me. Oh, see, I knew someone was gonna say something. Either accept what he said or take your ugly ass on. That's mean. I feel like that's not justified, and I'm not gonna dignify that with a response. This one says, I guess you don't think you're cute either, otherwise you'd be leaving him and taking your cooking and car with you and making yourself available to a man who wants all of you, not just those things. I feel like that is also valid. I feel like mostly everyone had really good responses to this. Yeah, I feel like it comes from like loving yourself. I hate that term like, oh, nobody can love you until you love yourself. Like, no, fuck that shit. Love me on my darkest days. Love me when I hate myself. Like, that's what unconditional is. So like, it's not, well, nobody's gonna think you're hot if you don't think you're hot. Like, bull fucking shit. Cause I do not think that I am, you know, like on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like I'm a 5, 6, maybe a 7 on a good day. Meanwhile, Chavezz is over here like, nigga, you're a fucking 50, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. So I think it's valid either way. I think it's valid to be like, you know, he might still love you, right? Regardless of how he thinks you look. But I think it's also valid to say that like when he was talking to his aunt about you, all he was talking about was the things you can do for him. He wasn't talking about, oh, well, he wasn't talking about like, you know, she holds me down, you know, she's there for me emotionally. Like, it was none of that. And I know like men don't talk about that stuff, but like, you know what I mean. Let's go ahead and move on to question 3. This is the one with the lady who was fucking, her husband got addicted to fucking heroin. That shit is rough, dude. And he's like, oh, I ain't gotta work a job because I'm busy not doing heroin. This one says, all right, addiction is a lifetime struggle that a lot of people don't recover from. I can't tell you to endure something that you can't. However, he is correct in saying that being sober is a job for him. Seek a therapist. I think that's good. I think that's reasonable. I personally think he's being kind of a little bitch about it, but I understand that recovery is really hard. Look, exactly. How do we go from painkillers to heroin? How? Tell me, explain it, make it make sense. Because it don't make no sense right now. Where did he even get, like if his back is hurt, he's on painkillers, how the fuck is he going around finding heroin? Where did he get the heroin from? I don't understand. I'm confused. I am confusion. This one says, he's right, sis. Give him 3 months before he starts looking for a job. You don't want him getting arrested because he did something crazy on the job. This is the for better or worse part. See if he can get disability through Social Security in the meantime. Drug addiction may qualify and it'll help you with the bills. Okay, I think that's really reasonable. I think that's super reasonable and acceptable. That makes sense. Maybe I was being a little heartless about it. I don't know. Everyone here is being so understanding. Through sickness, health, and crack. That's fucked up. It lasts forever. Every single day he wakes up is a day he fights not to relapse. He's right in saying being sober is his job, but he will eventually have to learn to balance with outside work. It may be too early, so give him a little more time and set payment arrangements. Everyone in this thread is being super understanding and I love it. I love support. I love when Twitter is supportive. This one says pain pills then heroin, huh? All right, and this says it's common. All those pain pills are is heroin in legalized form. It's the most direct line. Whoa, okay. Most pain pills are opioids that are the same to make heroin. Fentanyl, for example, is the #1 product hooking people into addiction, stronger than morphine. All right, so then that makes sense. I was really confused about how that happened. I still don't know where he got the heroin from, but I'm just gonna assume y'all know some unsavory folks. So addiction is an illness, but not an excuse. He can do better, he just doesn't want to. So you have to decide if it's worth tolerating or not, but it could really, truly last for a very long time. See, and that's what I feel like. I feel like you just have to decide if it's worth it or not for you. You have to decide how long you're willing to deal with this because he's going to be dealing with this for the rest of his life. So is this something you're willing to deal with for the rest of your life? You know, assuming that you spend the rest of your life with this man. Like eventually, yeah, he's gonna have to learn how to live in the outside world, but maybe, I guess 2 weeks is too soon to expect him to. But for me, I don't have time to deal with a long ass rehab. I just don't. I don't have time. I don't have money. And so I feel like that's kind of the situation this lady's in, where she's like, I understand, right? Things are tough, things are due, but the light bills due and the power bills due. I think light bill and power bill are the same thing. You know, the heat bills due, the water bills due, everything is due right now. So like, I mean, I need you to pick up some slack. You know what I mean? And I feel like, damn, I couldn't get that fucking candle to blow out. I almost lit some shit on fire. And I feel like that's a really sad reality for a lot of people, you know, who have addictions or who need to go to rehab for various issues, including mental health. You know what I mean? Is that we can't afford to do those things. You know what I mean? I damn sure can't take, somebody in there said 12 weeks. I can't take 12 weeks off. How the fuck am I gonna take 12 weeks? I'll come back to an eviction notice and all my shit out on the street. Like, I can't take 12 weeks off. You know what I mean? And so I feel like it's just one of those things where you just have to decide, like, are you gonna pick up the slack for him? Because he's obviously decided not to pick up the slack for himself, and that's well within his rights. But at the same time, like, you just have to decide if you're willing to deal with that. So yeah, that did put a lot of stuff into perspective for me. So I'm glad I read that one. These past 2 Twitter responses have been really, really good. And now we get back to the mess. Get back to the mess with question 4 with this bitch who slept with her friend's man, and her friend that man have been trying to get pregnant, can't get pregnant, but this girl got pregnant. This girl a hoe. This girl said this is a Maury moment. I'm sure he'll be happy. Like, maybe. I don't think so. All right, so this says that's not how surrogates work, and you'd be a fool to believe that he'd be excited to have a baby with you. You, the friend of his woman who he's been cheating with, is now expecting a child. Your friend is going to be devastated, and my heart goes out to her. Agreed. Oh, it's like that Usher song. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say on the I messed up the rhythm. My chick on the side said she got one on the way. That song. And he's all sad and he's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to do this to you. You're the woman I love. It's my bad. Damn near cried when I got that phone call. I don't know the words to the song of the do, but to sing part 2 of my confessions. That's it. You are the other woman. And he's like mad about it. He is not happy. I was thinking about how trash he was for cheating with you, but I also didn't think about the fact that like he wants to have a baby with this other girl, not you. So no, he's not gonna be happy. I didn't even fucking think about that shit. Like you said, her and her man are frustrated. There you go. Such a long essay just to tell us you betrayed your friend. Close your legs to married men. Agreed. See, they're like this. Boop, close them. Boop, no. Boop, close them. This one said, I just thought about your friend kicking you in the stomach. Let me log on. That is so awful, but so fucking funny. Wow, I am a monster, and on that note, I'm going to end this video. I will talk to y'all later. Peace out, ho biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.